by forever, waterfall of spoken poetry, ye mighty waters that have joined your forces, roaring and dashing with this awful sound. Here are ye mingled, but the distant sources whence ye have issued, where shall they be found? Who may retrace the ways that ye have taken, ye streams and drops who separate you all, and find the many places ye forsaken, to come and rush together down the fall? How frail above the bulk of crashing water hangs autumnal evanescent when the moon of the thoughts are strange that crowd into my brain. While I look upward to thee, it would seem as if God poured thee from his hollow hand, and hung his bow upon thine awful front, and spoke in that loud voice which seemed to him who dwelt in Patmos, for this his Saviour's sake, the sound of many waters, and had bade by flood to chronicle the ages back, and notch he centuries in the eternal rocks, where echo never hath found a foot, and on the steep descends without a sound. The cataract sleep, cool of a crystal mist, is fallen where my son is calling over highland, over lowland, fog-blown bluff, and bouldered shore, proud my snow-wrapped current sleeping from Superior's green, keeping down from Michigan's gray, sweeping toward the rapids' eddied floor. I went to see a waterfall when days were dull as song, and to its jubilant wild voice I listened deep and long. How does the water come down a la door? Once upon a time, there was a magical waterfall of lyrics and rhymes, a waterfall, a wonder to behold, a cascade of beauty so pure and bold, a rushing water with all its might, falls and crashes, a wondrous sight. The water glimmers in the light of day, a rainbow of colors, a stunning display, and dances and swirls with the wind it plays, a natural wonder in so many ways. The sound it makes a symphony of sorts, a thunder and roar that echoes in courts, the melody it creates so soothing and pure, a lullaby to sleep and dreams to lure the rocks and boulders it gracefully glides, a masterpiece of nature that never hides, the spray of mist that rises high, a touch of magic that never dies, the creatures that live and the waters flow, a home to fish that come and go, the plants that thrive on the banks and rocks, a heaven for life that never stops, a waterfall of spoken poetry forever in glee, but forever, waterfall of spoken poetry indeed, never endingly spitting to me, never stopping for all of eternity. The echoes in my head never stopped spitting and speaking again. The water was crystalline and cold. I danced with you in a crushing grip and distant disconnection. I held on to you in an illusory intimacy and deafening silence as the moments of fulfillment and the endless hours of isolation. I persisted in stubbornness for years, suspended between the worlds, like a stone swallowed by a waterfall. At first looking into an icy void, then into the warm sun, convincing myself I could heal something, never having been whole, uncertain of what was much closer to me, my persistence or my yearning for what would never come to be. Then the river tore me from the shore, carried me far away. Did I ever have a choice? The hardest thing is to say goodbye to what was never real. The dance by the waterfall's edge will remain the only dance in my life. I know I don't want to be trapped in the cold waters rushing toward the abyss of a green for you and black for me. Each color plays its part. It's green for you and black for me, the icon of each heart. When then I met you and you met me. There at the waterfall, how I touched you and you touched me. We never touched at all. Green for you has always been true, but black for me too cold. Your eyes green awoke my dreaming soul, exposing color bold. It's green for you, now red for me, a tender rose unfurled. The green of you with the red of me, blossoming into the world. I am slipping below, my spirit floats up in the river. Shattered, I am walking slow, overspread ashes of my burned down hope. Away from the mayhem, from the senseless noise, I'll march along my dying ego toward the open edge, towards a certain fall. I'll follow the last piece of my soul. Powerless, I'll watch my dream crash into a waterfall. A waterfall. My forever waterfall is spoken poetry, it seems. Probic, phobic sky, orphic sea, malleable beings exposed to the atmosphere. Can we finally be surfacing? Alpharus, dreamscape, living, breathing particles and waves, sediments that the glacial ice has carved off the earth to build their erosion timeline. A memory of us together collecting stones, touching hands, filigree in the shadow Metatonia, in the sanctuary where we feel safe. Can we finally be surfacing? Wild splashes of beaming azure brushing back and forth, tottering briskly on granite rocks, enlightening excitement to our eyes. Radiance of teardrops sprinkle salt, follicles, misting up the atmosphere, activating a rush and rippling of waves, lashing playfully with each other, looping to a sensational surprise. By forever waterfall of spoken poetry, nurse has spit in a nursery.